Pokemon have finally shown us some gameplay for Pokemon Legends EA after waiting what feels like 3,000 years. But we have gameplay, which means we now are on the road until the Legends EA release, which means we gotta get some predictions. We gotta get some predictions done. That's part of the fun. That's part of the dream, you know. I'm going to do my hopes and predictions. You know, it's going to be littered between take what you want from each. So my first one's a hope. We're going to start with a hope, you know. Let's start optimistic, you know. Let's get this. This hope goes without saying. Lila, not do it on camera. So the first one goes without saying. It's a hope, but this game, I hope this game has a great story. Pokemon's Legends Arceus story was incredible. That game had me hooked. I could not put that game down. I got the game one day early, and from the day I got it, which was Friday, until Sunday, I beat the game on Sunday. I couldn't put it down. I just couldn't. People were trying to get me to come out and do things, small things. I couldn't leave the game. The game was great. The story was great. I was hooked. From the very start of that game, you have this, why have I been brought back in time? What is the reason? And you don't, honestly, I don't know if it's a spoiler or not. I feel like you don't really find out why. You're obviously save the world and all that jazz, but other than that, like, you're still there. So I feel like Legends Arceus was a pretty long game. I hope Legends EA is longer. You know, that's me being selfish. That's me being greedy. I think it'll be too short. I just make it as long as possible. I want to be playing that game, flying for it, and not thinking, well, I'm almost done. I need to put this down. I want to be able to play it forever and go, this is cool. I've played about 30 hours in this, you know, but I'll be happy with whatever. It's quality over quantity at the end of the day, you know. I hope it has a great post game. A great post game would be really ideal. Like Legends Arceus post game was everything, and then you got that final battle with Arceus, which was obviously great. But I hope Kalos can have a great post game, because in the original Kalos games, Pokemon X and Y, they have a great post game story. A post game story. X and Y, brilliant post game story. Auras, amazing post game story. So something like that, something that you've beat it and you're kind of sitting there hoping, hope there's a bit more. I hope there's a bit more, and I hope there's something there. I hope there's a light at the end of the tunnel. I think a good post-game could be some legendaries you need to go catch. They've got their own stories. Like, back in the day, I remember when X and Y came out, Deancey, Volcanion, Hoopa, when they got leaked, everyone was theorizing, whoa, it must be a great DLC we're going to get where we can catch them, you know, a story, and people were theorizing there was alleyways and stuff, you're going to find Volcanion, and I think we got an event, and I think we might have got the event in Auras. I can't remember if they were in X and Y or not. Maybe do them a little justice this time, maybe give them a little quest. We say quest, just something, a nice wee story, you know. Here I am with the stories. Okay, we can move off the story stuff unless we come back to it, you know. You know me. So new evolutions would be nice. I think some people have been theorizing about the evolution. You get the new evolution. It's possible. It could. I kind of feel like it would have been announced already. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe we'll get announced tomorrow. You know, who knows? But some Pokemon do need evolutions. Like I'm gonna butcher the name. I'm really bad at the name. Girafarig. I'll put a photo here, right here, above the cat. Above the cat. Girafarig backwards. Girafarig had a great glow up, because if anyone asked me my opinion on Girafarig, I'd be like, yeah, Girafarig exists, you know. I would have seen him, would have added him to my team. Maybe he's great. Maybe people would be saying, oh, if you put this on him, he's amazing. I don't know. I just never had a thing to use him. Scarlet and Violet gave him a new evolution for Farigiraf. I looked at him and I was like, I might add you to my team. I didn't, but I was close, which is always an improvement. Maybe there's some Pokemon that get an evolution in this game that I would never have used before. And I go, I like her. I'm going to use them. Hopefully, you know. It's not impossible. Just one or two. And we're not asking for Diamond and Pearl with give 5 or 6 out. Just a few, you know, because we're getting new Mega Evolutions too. I don't want to. I'm being too greedy. On the Megas, some new Megas would be amazing. I feel like there's no new Megas, there'd be an outrage, because people are expecting new Megas. And we're all hoping for new Megas. I really hope there's a new Mega. I love a new Mega. I'd love some new Megas. Make a Flygon, dig him out of the vault. Maybe some Kalos Pokemon who weren't, back when they were coming out, they weren't eligible because they were still new. They were never going to get new Megas. They're old now. They've aged. It's in Kalos. I feel like we would get a Kalos Mega Evolution. It kind of feels a bit right. Maybe some legendaries. Maybe the trio I was talking about, Deancey, Hoopa, and Volcanion. Maybe they get Megas. Maybe I've seen a few people theorize that the Island Guardians, the Tapus, Tapu Koko and Tapu Lele and stuff, I feel like they might get Megas. I feel like they're next up. They're the only type of legendaries that haven't got any type of love, you know, like Mega Latios, Latias, like Galarian birds and stuff like that. Maybe they're next up, you know? But also what would be interesting is in Legends Arceus we got Eternatus, which was the new Landorus, the floating genies, the genies. Is there any new legendaries we could get that could fit into that type of mold again, you know? Like I can't think of any off the top of my head. Think of any, let me know in the comments, because there's nothing coming to my mind that haven't already received some fan service, you know? Like, they're not going to add another bird, Kanto bird, because there's got Galarian forms, you know? Pokemon are predictably unpredictable, so I could be very wrong. This could be clipped. And another thing, now these are not just hopes, I'm on my knees begging. I am on my knees begging for these. Returning features, we need some returning features from Legends Arceus. Number 1 on my list, the shiny. Get me back the shiny ding, the shiny bling, and the little sparkle, and oh, there's a shiny. I think in Pokemon Scarlet and Violet, you ever hear the saying that you've swallowed a certain amount of spiders every year in your sleep or something? You're like, well, that can't be true, but you can't prove it. You can't prove you haven't done that. I think I've ran past about 20 shiny Pokemon and not realized. There's Pokemon that are impossible to tell without that sparkle, without that gleam, and just go Legends Arceus. Go back to Legends Arceus. You just had it perfect. You had lightning in a bottle, and then for Scarlet and Violet, you were like, oh, it's right away. Broke it. Lightning gone. Awful. Ciao. Yeah, bring back the shiny noise because I miss it. I'm not even a shiny hunter and I miss it. So I imagine how them guys feel. Now this one kind of ties into the story stuff, and I kind of knew I was going to kind of come back to the story stuff. Side quests. We need side quests. I loved doing side quests in Legends Arceus. I had zero issue with doing side quests. If I ever play a game like GTA or any game where there's side quests, I save them to the end. Does this not benefit me? Does this not give me a power up or a new weapon? I'm not interested. But with Legends Arceus, I would hear the dialogue for the start of the quest, and I go, there's a Drifloon that's luring off kids. Let me investigate that. That sounds great. It was alright. But I was enticed. I didn't feel like I was wasting my time, that I was taking myself away from the main story. And one thing I did love from Legends Arceus as well was the battles. Oh my. I still have nightmares from that Hisuian Arcanine. I didn't see anyone else complain about it, but I had issues with that boss. Oh, don't give me the final boss too. Oh my. I don't want to get into spoilers because I imagine most people play it, and you just know what I'm talking about. And the surprise of that final boss is amazing, so I don't want to touch too much on that. But if you've played Legends Arceus, nod, oh, how crazy is that boss battle? Amazing. But all the boss battles in that game were great. I was always looking forward to them. I feel like there was only like 5 or 6 maybe. There could have been more. I would have been more than happy with a few more, but bring them back for this game. And it's kind of going to bring me to my last hopes and prayers for the game. And talking about the boss battles, it's kind of segues into my last thing. It's about the map. I'm not 100% on the map yet. It looks amazing. I do like the look of it, but the part of me is kind of, is that it? Is this not like size wise, just it's a city, and I'm just kind of feel I'm going to be limited. I feel like I'm going to love this game. I'm Pokemon shill till the day I die. I'm going to love this game, but I kind of look at the city and I'm kind of, were we robbed of this not being just all of Kalos and Lumios could have been the hub, or would that have been too big? I'm not 100%. We need to see how they do it, but I'm not optimistic with the map so far. I think they must have something up their sleeves, and my theory, I've seen a lot of theory people talk about it, it's not original Ceeraan. I want there to be catacombs. I want there to be underground catacombs. Listen, we're in Paris and they have the catacombs, and if you don't know what the catacombs are, which I didn't until I Wikipedia'd it a few minutes ago, basically in the late 1800s they didn't have much room for people's, they didn't have much room for all, I don't want to say, I don't know if we get censored on this place, they didn't have much room for these things, so they went underground and goes, we're going to leave all these bodies, all these skulls and all these spirits. That is potential down there. That is potential. That is, Pokemon haven't landed in their lap an amazing area we get to explore. They can't fumble it. Get some good ghost Pokemon down there. Get a legendary down there. Get a legendary hidden somewhere down there for post game. This area needs to be fleshed out. This area needs to be like the underground and BDSP, it needs to be the same size. Also, I actually don't know if they line up the same size in the BDSP, but you know what I mean. It needs to be huge down there. It needs to be catacombs, city, rooftop. That's the way it needs to be. And please do the catacombs. That'd be awesome. If they release a trailer, which if there is catacombs, I think they'll release a trailer of it. I think it'll be its own thing, and it'll be for everyone to talk about. You'll see a video from me analysing it. You know, they'll get us talking. If they release a trailer of the catacombs and it looks amazing and it's just Pokemon everywhere, spooky, make it spooky. I want to be scared down there, which I'm not going to be. So I'm not grown man, you know. But if I seen that, I would feel 10 times more excited, and I'm pretty excited. 10 times more optimistic, and I'm pretty optimistic. I need something a bit more there, you know. They must have something cooking. I trust them that they have something cooking with them up, and I hope that's it, you know. But listen, that's my hopes and predictions that I could think of on the spot. You know, maybe there's a few more that might pop into my head when I'm editing or something, but you know. But let me know in the comments what you think of my hopes and predictions, and let me know your own hopes and predictions, because I want to see other people's. And this is the fun part of a Pokemon release, you know. This is the build up. Get involved, get in the comments, like and subscribe. We're gonna have a lot of videos, a lot of shorts coming out, and see you next time. Bye.